to the 74 Challenger restoration. Today is the day we are finally getting this thing painted. Alright, this is it. After a long time, many years. I think I started this back in 2014. We're finally getting paint on this car. I just finished putting the sealer coat on it, and we are ready to go. Everything's going great so far. So for my setup here, nothing too fancy. I spent a lot of time cleaning the garage. So I've got this one window open here with my, I got an air filter in the window. I cleaned everything in here, cleaned the ceiling, cleaned the floors. I went nuts cleaning everything. And I got a fan set up over here at the other end. Suck everything out. So everything seems to be working well so far. Alright, let me show you the color I got for this thing. Alright, this is not a stock color, but I have been obsessed with the idea of a dark green car. I looked a long time trying to find a good paint color, and eventually I stumbled across British Racing Green. And then I stumbled across, it was a GM, it was a GTO, and they had something called Brewster Green. And that is what I ended up going with. It's actually called Midnight Green. This is General Motors color. It's a very, very dark green, non-metallic. I'm going with a single stage. That is the color there. Very, very nice color. I am obsessed with this. So happy that I ended up finding this. So we're gonna mix this up here and we're gonna start spraying it on the car. All right, I have 2 gallons. I'm going to mix half of them into this container here, mix them together, and then mix the other 2 together. That way there we can remove any inconsistencies between them. So this is going to be a little bit messy. Just go fast. Okay, that's about half. Okay, we're going to combine these 2 together. Doesn't quite all fit. Okay, we'll work out of this one first. Now this gets mixed 4 parts of your urethane paint, 1 part activator, and 2 parts of the reducer. So this is the activator, this is the reducer. So I'm just going to find the markings on here and then we'll mix it up. Okay, so we'll find the one that is 4:1. Okay, that's 4:1. There's 4:1:1. Okay, so if I go up to 4, I can go to that 4:1. And then 2. Is that right? So if I go there, 4, 1, and then 1. No, I'm gonna have to measure that. Okay, I think I got this figured out. So we're gonna do 4 parts of the paint, 1 part of the activator, and then this line right here will give us 2 parts of the reducer. So let's see how this goes. Okay, activator. That's this one here. Okay, so make sure we're doing this right. Activator, base coats. Now this is activator, 1 part. Okay. Now we need the reducer. 2 parts reducer. Okay. Oh, that looks so nice. Oh, that's such a nice color. All right, so here's my plan of attack. We're gonna spray the engine bay first, get the hood, get the engine bay, get that done. We have to do inside the door jambs. I think I might just, yeah, we gotta do inside the jambs here. And then we're going to do the trunk jam, the inside the trunk. So I'm gonna do all those things first, get all these jams done, and then we'll start to lay down our first coat. Well, look at that. Only took 12 years, but we finally have paint on a cart. And it turned out so nice. So nice. Wow, really didn't get orange peel. There's some dust spots here and there, but that's kind of expected. But not too bad for a home shop. Like, look at that. I'm not even gonna cut and buff this thing. Like, this turned out so nice. Everything is green now. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Is that ever nice? Yeah, you got to see this in person. The camera doesn't do it justice. So there's one big spot right there. I don't know where that thing flew out of. Anyway, I can live with that. Bodywork turned out really good. Lines are nice. Really happy with how the lines turned out on this thing. All that block sanding paid off. Yeah, you know, not perfect, but you know, for doing it myself, first car, super happy with this thing. You can just hear my shoes sticking. All right, and then the bumpers, yeah, they turned out so nice too. Body matched color, really nice. And then this front grille here, yeah, it turned out nice. Oh, I am so pleased with how this turned out. I put a lot of prep work into this garage. I spent days cleaning. I ran the dehumidifier in here for days with a big filter on the back. Washed the floor. Put a lot of prep work into it to get it to come out this clean, but man, look at that. Does that ever make it worth it? Got one little run right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, right. Oh, I can't focus. Little one right there. Oh, it's having a hard time focusing. And I think there was another one. Where did I see it? Yeah, a couple little ones right on the bottom there. It was really hard to see back here. Oh, and there's a couple little more ones right there. Yeah, but nothing up top here, thank goodness. No runs up anywhere that I've seen where you'd really notice. This was the gun I was using. I picked up this Europro Astro gun. I picked it up on Amazon. I think by the time it ended up in my hands, you know, shipping and, you know, Canadian dollars and everything, it was around 180 bucks. So it's not a super high-end gun, but it's a lot better than the Princess Auto one that I was using, and watched a lot of reviews about it, and people had great things to say about it, so I gave it a shot and turned out real nice. I was working with the 1.3 tip on that. Yeah, really happy with that gun. Okay, well I guess that's it. This is just a really super short video. I didn't really want to leave the camera in here too long when I was spraying, so you kind of get one quick time lapse of me walking around spraying, and that's really about it. Anyway, it's painted. We're gonna let this set for probably about a week before I even try and attempt to move anything. Let that thing harden up real nice. So I gotta figure out where I'm going from here. Now that we have paint, we can start putting this thing back together, so I gotta start thinking about how we're gonna reassemble this. I know I'm gonna put the engine and the suspension up through the bottom, and that's about all I know so far. I have a suspension kit for the rear. We have to do some work with the rear axle, but hopefully by the end of this fall we can have this thing maybe sitting on some tires. Alright, well, thanks for watching everyone. Hope you like this, and make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.